Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Glacial Geek Battle Report. I am Phil, the Glacial Geek, coming to you here from Tier 1 Cards and Games in Anchorage, Alaska, where I'll be playing an 1850-point battle between my Dark Angels and Wesley's Demons of Slaanesh. I had it right. I don't know why I suddenly thought otherwise, but it's definitely Slaanesh. So, the story that we've got here is that the Dark Angels were taking into custody a member of the Fallen, and as the Death Watch that were taking him into custody, we're bringing him onto the Thunderhawk. The Fallen started muttering words that hurt the ears of the Death Watch as they brought him on, and suddenly out from within erupted a Keeper of Secrets, this demonic form just ripping out from within the fallen Dark Angel. So the demon then proceeded to slaughter the squads that were taking the Fallen into custody and unleashed an entire demonic incursion upon this planet. So the Dark Angels quickly tried to regroup and sent down a force from the battle bars that was already in orbit above the planet to try to stem the tide and take back and keep this planet for the Imperium before the demonic incursion completely took over. So that's the story that we've got going on here. We're going to be doing an Emperor's Will game. Before we go any further, though, let's show you the two armies and psychic powers that are going to be fighting today. So for the Dark Angels, I'll be running a Lion's Blade Strike Force. Leading off that Strike Force, I have a Chaplain with a Jump Pack. We have a 5-man tactical squad with a plasma gun. We have a second 5-man tactical squad with a heavy bolter. We have a third 5-man tactical squad with a plasma gun. We have a 5-man assault squad with jump packs and 2 flamers. We have a 5-man Devastator squad with 4 plasma cannons. We have a 5-man command squad with 5 melta-guns and a drop pod as a dedicated transport. We have a Dreadnought with an assault cannon and an underslung heavy flamer with a drop pod as a dedicated transport. Then, as an auxiliary choice, we have a Raven Wing attack squadron with a 2-man attack bike squad with multi-melta upgrades and a land speeder with a heavy bolter and an assault cannon. We have a second Raven Wing attack squadron with a land speeder with an assault cannon and a heavy flamer, and a 2-man attack bike squadron, one with a heavy bolter and one with a multi-melta. And last but not least, we have a Deathwing Redemption Force with an Interrogator-Chaplain with Terminator armor and 2 5-man Terminator squads with a Cyclone missile launcher in each. And for the Demons of Slaanesh, he'll be running a demonic incursion. Leading off that demonic incursion in the command choices, we have, from left to right, we have a Daemon Prince, level 3 Psyker with armor. We then have his Warlord, which is a level 3 Psyker Demon Prince with armor and flight. And then on the right there, we have the Keeper of Secrets, who is a Psyker level 2. Then for the core choice, he has a Flare Troop, which includes 10 demon squads of demonettes with 1 herald, and a 3 demon Fiends of Slaanesh squad. Then we have a Grand Cavalcade with 5 demon squads of seekers with a herald, and last but not least, a Seeker Chariot of Slaanesh. Psychic powers for the demons here, we have from left to right, his Keeper of Secrets has Lash and Enfeeble. His Flying Demon Prince has Lash, Warp Speed, and Iron Arm. And then his Demon Prince that doesn't fly has Chaotic Choir, Warp Speed, and Iron Arm. Alright, so those are the armies going over deployment here. I've got one of my tactical squads with a plasma gun over here. I've got my other tactical squad with heavy bolter right there. I've got my assault squad and my warlord has attached to it. I've got my one of the attack squad, Raven Wing attack squads over here. This is the one with 2 multi-meltas and the land speeder with the heavy bolter. I've got another tactical squad with a plasma gun over here. I've got the other attack squadron over here with the attack bike with the heavy bolter and one with a multi-melta, and then the land speeder with the heavy flamer. And then I've got my Devastator squad back over here on top of my Emperor's Will objective. Everything else is in reserves. Going over here for the demons, we've got all the demons. We got a whole bunch of seekers all up in here. We've got the chariot here. We've got a squad of demonettes here. More seekers, more seekers, more seekers. That's his his Emperor's Will objective. We've got one of the Daemon Prince with Outflight over here. We've got another squad of Demonettes over here. We've got his Warlord, the Demon Prince with Flight back here. We got the Keeper of Secrets up there, and then we've got the 3, what are they called? Furies? Fiends of Slaanesh. Sorry, not Furies. Fiends of Slaanesh over here. And he's got 2 squads of Demonettes that he's going to be holding in reserve. So, as of right now, the Dark Angels will be going first, unless he can seize the initiative, looking for a 6. Oh, and he does! That's brutal. That's real brutal. So, we'll come back to you after movement phase for the demons here on turn 1. Alright, movement phase for the demons here on turn 1. His Flying Demon Prince is flying, shooting up the board over here. Keeper of Secrets moving up here, and the I keep saying Fiends of Slaanesh. I keep wanting to say Furies, but it's the Fiends of Slaanesh over here. These girls are running up this way. She's moving up this way. These guys are all shooting up the board over this way. So, and they're staying back there. So as of that's it for movement phase here. We'll come back to you with the psychic phase. All right, so psychic phase. My opponent rolled a 4, leaving me with 4 dice, leaving him with 12. So starting off, she is going to cast Iron Arm, looking for 1, or looking for 1. Getting it with 2. I'm going to let that go. She is now going to be casting Iron Arm, looking for 1. Getting it with 2. I'm going to try to deny that. Cocked. No, only got the 1. Alright, so she has Iron Arm. So the Keeper of Secrets is now going to try to cast Enfeeble onto my Devastator squad here. So looking for 1. Going off with 2, and still no perils. Alright. And his Flying Demon Prince is going to cast Lash onto them here. So looking for 1, Warp Charge 1. Yeah, looking for Warp Charge 1. It goes off with 2, and I cannot deny it, so we'll come back to you with that. Alright, so it's going to hit all of them, so it's Strength 6, AP 2, a beam weapon here. So we've got 5 hits, wounding on 2s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. So we've got 4 cover saves here, 4 4-ups. Make 3 of them, so 1's dead. Alright. And that is it for the psychic phase, so we'll come back to you with the shooting phase. And now for the Warp Storm table, we got 5, which is what?
Take a look, because I can pick and -1.
Oh, he's got a -1 or +1. We'll come back to you with the result. Alright, so he got Glorious Rot, which attacks every unengaged enemy model and any demon of, not Slaanesh, of Tzeentch model. So, going through, it hit one of my models, this Landspeeder here. So it's D6, right?
D6, yep.
D6, Strength 4, AP 3, ignores cover, poison, but 4 up. So, let's see, D3, D6? So 2. So we've got 2 Strength 4, so looking for 6s to glance. No, nothing there. Alright, so that's it for the Warp Storm table. We'll come back to you with shooting. Alright, so his only shooting is actually out of range, so he's going to have a couple runs, and that is boring to watch, so we won't put them on camera. So, no one's going to be able to charge either, so we will come back to you after movement phase for Dark Angels on turn 1. Movement phase for the Dark Angels. These guys stood still. These guys all shut up there. They passed their dangerous terrain test. These guys shuffled down over this way. They dropped in from reserves. These guys shot up over this way, passed the dangerous terrain test. These guys walked over this way, didn't use their jump packs yet. These guys stood still, and these guys stood still. So that is it for the movement phase for the Dark Angels. We will come back to you with the shooting phase. Starting off the shooting phase, my Landspeeder here is going to fire into them. So I've got 10, my Heavy Flamer hits all of them. So I've got 10 hits on them. They are toughness 3, so wounding on 2s. Alright, so we've got 9 wounds. 9 wounds with a 5-up invul save. So 1, 2, 3, 4 make it. So 5 are dead. And then the assault cannon is going to fire into them. So 4 shots, hitting on 3s. Alright, wounding on 2s. Got 1 wound, 1 5-up invul save. No, so 1 more dead. Alright, the bike squad there is going to fire into the remaining demonettes over there. We've got greens, the rapid firing bolt guns, twin linked. Black is a heavy bolter, yellow is the multi-melta, hitting on 3s. Greens are twin linked. Alright. So, Yellow and black are wounding on 2s. Greens are wounding on 3s. That one's cocked. Alrighty then, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5+ invul saves. Nope, and that is the rest of them. So that is first blood. Woo! Alright, the command squad here is going to fire into the Daemon Prince. So we got 5 melta shots coming in here, hitting on 3s. Alright, we got 3 hits, wounding on 2s. We got 3 wounds, 5 up invul saves. Right? Yep. Oh no, it's yeah, yes, 3. Sorry, yes, 3. Oh, makes 2 of them. And oh, reroll under invul. Oh! Number 6, Slaanesh protects. Brutal. Awesome. All right, this squad here is going to fire into this squad over here. We got 2 flamers. They can both hit all 5 of them in there. So that's going to be 10 hits from the flamers. Wounding on 3s. All right. Wow, that was not good. We got 4 wounds. 4 5 up invul saves. No, nothing there, so 4 are dead. And then we have 4 bolt pistol shots into the last one there, hitting on 3s. All hits, wounding on 3s. We got 3 wounds, 3 5 ups, and she is dead. Alright, this squad in here is going to fire into this squad over here. So I've got 3 rapid firing bolt guns, a bolt pistol, and a heavy bolter. Blacks will be the heavy bolter. Hitting on 3s. Alrighty. Wow. Not great. Alright, so the blacks are going to be wounding on 2s. The greens are going to be wounding on 3s. So we've got 4 wounds, 4 5 ups. Makes 1 of them, so 3 are dead. Alright, so the land speeder is going to fire into that seeker squad there. Black's going to be the heavy bolter, green are the assault cannon, hitting on 3s. Alrighty. Blacks are wounding on 2s, greens are wounding on 3s. Okay. So we've got 2 wounds, 2 5 ups. It makes 1, so 1 is dead. And now my bike squad is going to fire into them. So they get +1 ballistic skill because I got some hits with the land speeder. The greens are going to be the bolters. The blacks are going to be the multi-meltas, hitting on 2s. Alright, twin linked on the bolters. Okay, not meant to be. Blacks are wounding on 2s, greens are wounding on 3s. Alrighty, so we've got 4 wounds, 4 5 up invul saves. Oh no, so they are dead, the last 2. Boop. Now this squad here is going to fire into the squad on the left there. We've got 3 rapid firing bolters, a bolt pistol, and a rapid firing plasma gun, which are going to be the blacks. So hitting on 3s. Alright. Wounding on, blacks is wounding on 2s, greens are wounding on 3s. Okay, so we've got 4 wounds, 4 5 up cover or invul saves, either which one. And wow, she protects again. So 2 go down. My drop pod is going to fire into these guys over here, hitting on 3s. 2 hits, wounding on 3s. Got 2 wounds, 2 5 ups. No, goes down. Alright, these guys are going to fire into the Keeper of Secrets. Let's see if they get hot on the 4 of them. Don't have a Signum anymore since he killed my sergeant, so they're just all the same. So let's see what happens. Any ones? No ones. Oh, thank God. We'll come back to you with their shots. So they're going to fire, and they're going to drop it right on the middle there. So let's see if the first one is going to go way off. It's not going to hit anybody. Second one is going to go off 4 inches, which still is not going to hit her. Third one is going to go off 1 inch, which will hit. And the fourth one is a direct hit. So it's 2 hits. All right, so she's toughness 6. So I've got 2 hits. Wounding on 3s. Got 1 wound. 5 up invul. No, so it takes a wound. And this squad's going to fire into her over there. So not obviously in rapid fire range. So we've got 3 bolters and 1 plasma gun shot that are going to be in here, hitting on 3s. All right. Greens are going to be wounding on 6s. Black is going to be wounding on 3. We got 1 wound. 5 up invul save. It's good. All right, so that is it for the shooting phase and for the end of the Dark Angel's turn here on turn 1. pretty good turn. I'm very happy with that. So we will come back to you after movement phase for the demons here on turn 2. Movement phase for the demons here on turn 2. They shot over this way. She dropped into cover mode, hover mode. Got dropped down to the ground here and is coming over this way. Keeper Secrets is running up there onto my bikes over there. These guys came in from reserve, scattered a bit over here, but just made it over there. And all of these guys came in here. One actually failed dangerous terrain test because I killed the. He had the Herald there, had the locus of, what is it, of swiftness, locus of swiftness, which gave them move through cover, but then I killed that, so when they came through, I guess they threw a shoe or something and fell over and died. And he passed the dangerous terrain test there, and she's running back there to look onto my command squad, and they're kind of just shuffling around over there. So that's it for movement phase for the demons. We will come back to you with the psychic phase. Starting out the psychic phase, my opponent rolled a 4, leaving me with 4 dice, leaving him with 12. I'm going to start out with Lash onto these guys over here. So, needing 1. Yep. Not getting it. All right. Now she is going to cast Iron Arm onto herself, needing 1 for this one as well. Getting it with 1, I am going to try to deny that. Get in the 1 fill phase. Woo! And now he's going to cast Iron Arm onto her. That goes off with 1. Oh. And now she's going to cast Warp Speed onto herself, needing 1 for this one as well. Or, whoop. Yep, needing 1 for this one as well. And that goes off again with 1. All right. And she is going to cast Lash on the Keeper. Is casting Lash onto my bikers over there. So needing 1 for that, and it goes off. So we'll come back to you with that. All right, so it's strength 6 with rending over here. So we got 2 hits onto them. So looking for 3s to wound. We got 2 wounds, no rending there. So 2 3-up armor saves. And they are good with double fill faces. Woo! So that's it for the psychic phase. We will come back to you with the shooting phase. And here comes the warp storm. 5, 6. Whoop, 6. So we'll come back to you with the result. All right, so he chose again a glorious rot, but we rolled and nothing got hit with it. So we'll come back to you with shooting. All right, so shooting phase. The Keeper Secrets is going to shoot into the bikers. It's a Lance Assault 1, Strength 8, AP 1. I'm not going to Jink because I don't want to Jink because I want Overwatch. So here comes her shot. What's her ballistic skill?
Ballistic skill 6.
Ballistic skill 6. So looking for 2, and it's a hit. Strength 8, so wounding on a 2. That's a wound. All right, so he just takes the wound, but not doubled out because they're toughness 5, so I'll take that. All right, that's it for shooting phase. Now, moving on to the assault phase. He's going to start out with Chariot charging into my guys over here. So I'm going to Overwatch. He's front armor 11 on the Chariot, so the only thing I'm going to be able to do anything is going to be Crack Grenade, which is going to be black, and Rapid Firing Plasma Gun, which is going to be the green. So because they are part of the Lion's Blade, I get full ballistic skill Overwatch, hitting on 3s. That one is cocked. Okay, cool. All right, let's see if he blows himself up. He will be dead, but he did get the 1 hit. So strength 7, front armor 11, looking for a 4 to glance. So many ones! So many ones! All right, and you're basically in, especially, oh yeah, they're in. So, yeah, you don't even have to roll because they're 1 inch away. So, all right, so, boop. All right, keeping on. All right, the squad in front there is going to charge into my assault squad there. So I've got the 2 guys with the flamers have D3 walls of death. All right, so we've got 4 from that. Then we've got 4 pistols that are going to be firing, hitting on 3s because of full ballistic skill. All right, so we got 3. So we got a total of 7 hits here. Wounding on 3s. Oh, pretty good. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 wounds, so 6 5-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so that front group is dead. All right. All right, now this squad, since their sisters are dead, are going to charge into them. I got Overwatch, so we're looking for a 6-inch charge, and they are in. Or is a 5-inch charge, sorry. So they are in. Okay, so we'll move them in. And now they're going to charge into there, and they are in. The Daemon Prince is going to charge into my command squads. They're going to fire Overwatch, hitting on 3 since they're part of the Lion's Blade as well. All right, so we got 3 hits. Wounding on 4s since she's got endurance off there. Yep. Okay, that's fair enough. And she's like 1 inch away, so she is in. All right. Now the Keeper of Secrets is going to charge into my bikers over here. So I've got Overwatching here with rapid fire and bolt guns and a heavy bolter and multi-melta. So everything's hitting on 3s. So I didn't jink. Twin linked on these ones. Okay, not meant to be. All right, so she's toughness 6, so these will be wounding on 5s. This will be wounding on a 2. These will be wounding on a 6. All right, so that's 1, 2, 3. 3 wounds. So does she have armor?
Nope.
No, so 3 5-up invul saves. Makes 1 of them, so it takes 2 wounds. Okay. And then she is 1 inch away, so, I mean, you can roll just to roll for the sake, and yeah, we'll weigh in. All right. All right, so they are going to fire. These guys are going to charge into these guys. Even though it's full ballistic skill Overwatch, you can't fire a blast weapon during Overwatch. So they're going to be using their bolt pistols to fire into there. So we've got 4 shots here, hitting on 3s. Okay. Toughness 4, so wounding on 4s. Oh, maybe I'm getting all the ones out? No, that's hopeful thinking, and Phil dice don't have hopeful thinking. So, yeah, nothing killed there. And they are, I think, 1 inch away. So let's roll for their charge. They are in. All right, so we'll move them in. I think that's it for the charges. So we will come back to you with a fight subphase. All right, so his chariot here has D6 Hammer of Wrath with rending, strength 4 rending. So, D6. Oh, 6, man. Man, Slaanesh has really got your back here. So we got 6 Hammer of Wrath, strength 4, wounding on 4s. 6 is our rending. We got 1 rend and 2 wounds. So we've got 2 3-up armor saves. And I make 1 of them, so 2 are dead. And then the other 3 have Hammer of Wrath, so strength, what is it? Strength 3 base?
Yep.
Yep, strength 3 base, so wounding on 4s. Wounding on 5s, I'm sorry, so that's 2 wounds. 2 3-up armor saves, and I lose another one. All right, so at initiative step 5, his Seekers are going to go. So they've got 3 attacks each, and +1 for the charge. So we got 4 attacks coming from each of them, so that's 12 attacks coming in here. Weapon skill 5, so we're going to be hitting on 3s. All right, pretty good. We'll come back to you with the result. All right, now he is going to be wounding on 5s, because strength 3, and 6s are rending. And, oh, there is 1 6. So that is the end of that squad. Moving over to here, his squad's going to have Hammer of Wrath. So we've got 5 Hammer of Wrath, wounding on 5s. We've got 3 wounds. 3 3-up armor saves. Fail 1 of them. All right, initiative step 5. His Seekers are going to attack, so they've got 4 attacks on the charge each, so we got 20 attacks, hitting on 3s. All right, we'll come back to you with the results. And now they are wounding on 5s. 6s are rending. Oh, okay, we'll come back to the results. All right, so we got 3 rends and 5 wounds. We're gonna do the 5. We'll do the 5 3. Well, I guess we'll do 5 3 pluses first. All right, so 2 are dead from that. And then we have 3 rends, so 2. So that takes care of that squad there. Is 4. And there's 1 more onto my chaplain there. He's got a 4-up Rosaria save. Has he prayed to the Emperor? He has! Woo! So we'll come back to you with his attacks. All right, so he is weapon skill 5. He's got 2 base attacks plus 1 for extra close combo weapon. So these are going to be hitting on 4s. With Zealot first turn. All right, so we got 3 hits, strength 6, wounding on 2s. We got, oh, that's cocked. So we got 2 wounds, 2 5-ups. We got one dead. All right, but I am fearless, so I will be locked in combat with him. All right. All right, his Daemon Prince is going to go now. She's got 5 base attacks plus 3 because of, what's it called? Warp speed. Because of warp speed and plus 1 for the charge. So we got 9 attacks coming in here. Hitting on 3s. All right, oh, 1 miss. And now wounding on 2s, AP2. So if there are 5 not ones, and they're dead. Well, I got 2 ones, but yeah, they're still dead. All right. All right, so now moving over here, the Keeper's Secrets is going to attack. 8 attacks on the charge because he's got the weapon that, what's it called? The Soul Eater. Gives +1 on the charge, so hitting on 3s. All right, pretty good there. And then wounding on 2s, right?
Yep.
What's the strength?
She's strength 6.
Strength 6 AP2, so actually wounding on 5s because I'm toughness 5.
Wounded on 3s.
Oh, 3s. I'm sorry. The opposite. 3s. You're right. Thank you. And on 3s. But that's enough to kill. Oh, just enough to kill him. But kills both of them. Now, because he used that weapon, she gains back 2 wounds. So now she's back up to 4. Gross. All right, now the attacks over here. Because they charged into my guys, they're at -5 initiative. So they will be going last. They will be going first. So they've got 3 base +1 on the charge each, so that's going to be 12 attacks coming in here. I've got -1 weapon skill because of them being part of the flare troop. So these are going to be hitting on 3s. All right, we'll come back to you with the results. And now they're going to be wounding on 4s. 6s are rending. No 6s, and 1, 2, 3, 4 wounds. So we've got 4 3-up armor saves. Oh. Way to go, Phil! So I've got 1 guy left, and he will attack in. And then my guy will be able to attack back with his 1 attack. So hitting on a 4. Nope. Nope. So I lost combat, but I've got stubborn because of being Dark Angel and cool. So looking for an 8. Just make it. Just make it. All right, so I will be locked in combat with them over there. Okay, and that is it for the assault phase here. So we'll come back to you after a movement phase for the Dark Angels on turn 2. Moving for the Dark Angels here on turn 2. He's locked in combat. He jumped over this way. These guys shuffled over this way. They came in from reserves. They came in from reserves. He came in from reserves. They shuffled over this way. He's locked in combat, and these guys just stood still where they were. So that's it for the movement phase. We will come back to you with the shooting phase here on turn 2. All right, starting off the shooting phase, this one's going to fire into the Flying Demon Prince. The Heavy Flamer can actually hit both, so we'll do the first one onto the Flying Demon Prince, who's not actually flying right now. So wounding on a Strength 5, so Toughness 5, wounding on a 4. Nope. And then on the other one, wounding on a 5, because there's Toughness 6. That's a wound. 5-up invul save. No, she takes a wound. Now the Assault Cannon is going to fire into the Flying Demon Prince, hitting on 3s. All hits. Strength 6, so wounding on Strength 6, wounding on 3s. 6s are rending. Wounding on 3s, 6s are rending. So we got 2 wounds, 2 3-ups. Takes 1 wound. And a feel no pain.
4 up, feel no pain.
4 up. No, so she takes a wound. This squad's now going to fire into the Demon Prince. We've got a rapid firing plasma gun, which is going to be the black. Then everything else is rapid firing bolters and a bolt pistol. So everything is going to be hitting on 3s. Okay, that's not great there. So gets hot. 3-up armor save. Nope. So my plasma guys did. So the rest of these, the greens are going to be wounded on 5s. The black is going to be wounding on a 2. So we've got 3 wounds, 2 3+, and 1 5+. So do the 2 3+. Takes 1 4-up, feel no pain. No, so she takes another wound, and then 1 5-up invul save. Re-rollable on that one. Nope, and then feel no pain though, because it doesn't W out. Yep. Oh, and that gets it in the 3rd roll. All right, so she takes 2 wounds total between all of the shooting so far. All right, now this squad over here is going to fire into the Demon Prince over here. So we've got 10 Stormbolter shots and 2 crack missile shots from the Cyclone Missile Launcher. So hitting on 3s. Twin linked first turn in from Deep Strike. Okay, not meant to be on those ones. The greens are going to be wounding on 5s. The blacks are going to be wounding on 2s. All right. So we've got 2 3-up armor saves and 2 5-up invul saves. So do armor saves first, 3-ups. 1 4-up, feel no pain. No, so she's down to 1 wound. And then 2 5-up invul saves. No, with rerolls. No, well, he makes 1 4-up, feel no pain. No, and she goes down, and that is Slay the Warlord. Woo! All right, this squad here is going to fire into his Keeper of Secrets. So I've got 5 Stormbolter shot, 5 Stormbolter shooting. Those are going to be the green. We've got yellows are going to be Stormbolter from the Interrogator-Chaplain hitting on 2s because of a higher ballistic skill. And then the blacks are going to be the Cyclone missiles shooting into her. So hitting on 3s. Twin linked because of first turn in from Deep Strike, which is pretty good. Okay, that's not so great of reroll. So the greens and the yellows are going to be wounding on 6s because she's toughness 6. The black is going to be wounding on 2s. All right, so we've got 4 wounds, 4 5-up invul saves. Oh wow! So yeah, she did. That was brutal. Okay. All right, he's gonna fire into this squad over here with the heavy flamer first. So we've got 8 hits into that squad over there, wounding on 2s. All right, so we've got 6 wounds there, 6 5-up demon saves. 1, 2, 3, 4 are dead, with 2 saved by Slaanesh herself. And now the assault cannon is going to fire into there, hitting on 3s. Alrighty. Wounding on 2s. That's 2 wounds, 2 5-ups, 2 more go down. Stormbolter from here is going to fire into them, hitting on 3s. Okay. Alright, this squad in here is going to fire into these Seekers over here. So we've got 7 bolter shots and 3 shots from the heavy bolter, hitting on 3s. Wow, pretty good. All right, so the greens are going to be wounding on 3s. The blacks are going to be wounding on 2s. Okay. All right, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wounds on here. 6 5-ups. And 1, 2, 3 dead. So that is all of them. Okay. All right, the land speeder is going to fire into the chariot over there. So we're going to fire the assault cannon green, and blacks are going to be the heavy bolters, hitting on 3s. Okay. All right, so these are going to be glancing on 5s. These are going to be glancing on 6s. We got 1 glance, 5-up save. No, so it takes a glance. All right, that's it for the shooting phase. Moving on to the assault phase. They are going to assault into here. And they are in, so we'll move them in and then we'll come back to you with the fight sub phase. All right, so starting over here, my 2 bikes have Hammer of Wrath, so they're going to be wounding on 3s. Okay, fill attacks. Okay, sounds good. We'll come back to you at initiative step 5 with his attacks. All right, so all 4 of them are going to attack at initiative step 5 into my warlord there. So these are going to be 12 attacks, hitting on 4s now because I'm weapon skill 5. Oh, where did that other one go? Oh, it's 1 over there. All right, so that went off on there. So we'll come back to you with the results. All right, so we got 5 hits, strength 3, wounding on 5s, but 6s are rending. Ooh, nothing. That ain't great. So we'll come back to you with my attacks. All right, initiative step 4. My regular chaplain and my attack bikes are going to go at the same time. My attack bikes are 2 base each, plus 1 for the charge each. My regular chaplain is 2 base, plus 1 for extra close combat weapon. So everything's hitting on 4s. All right, that one's cocked. All right, not great. All right, so we got 3 hits, wounding on 3s. Okay, we got 2 wounds, 2 5-ups. No, and 2 go down. So you failed combat by 2, right? So I have to take demonic instability test, am I correct? All right, so leadership? 7. Leadership 7, so let's see what happens here. Well, yeah, we'll figure this one out. Yep, leadership 7, so looking for 5 or less. No, so that's
Take an
8.
automatic wound, yeah.
Take two. Wasn't it an automatic wound per over? Hold on a second. All right, so that actually wipes them. So I will consolidate those guys and keep moving on. All right, so now moving over here. His guys are going to go first because I'm at -1 initiative, or they're initiative 5 anyway, so they wouldn't go in first anyway. So they've got 3 attacks each. They're going to be hitting on 3s because I'm at -1 weapon skill since they're still a troop choice from the Flare troop. So 9 attacks hitting on 3s. Okay, not bad there. And now strength 4, so wounding on 4s. And 6s are Ren, so he is a dead. All right, so you'll consolidate, and then we will come back to you with the and that's it for the Dark Angel's turn here. So we will come back to you after movement phase for the demons on turn 3. Only turn 3. This is brutal. All right, movement phase for the demons here. These guys deep struck over here in from reserves. They jumped over this way. These girls are shooting around over this way. She's moving up that way, looking on my dreadnought. These girls dropped in from outer reserves. They are in here, and the chariot moved up over this way. So that's it for movement phase. We'll come back to you with the psychic phase. All right, so into the psychic phase, my opponent rolled a 6, leaving me with 6 dice, leaving him with 9 dice since his other 2 psychers are dead now. So first things first.
Warp speed.
We're gonna do warp speed here, looking for 1. Does not go off. Ooh, that was brutal. All right, and then what are we gonna do?
Iron arm.
Iron arm. Here we go. Needing 1 for this one, right?
Yep.
It goes off with 2. Oh man, I really need this one to go away. Show me 2 fill faces. Just show me 2 fill faces. That's all I need. 2 fill faces. Do it. Do it. Fill faces. I got 3 of them. Woo! Oh, that is awesome. I'll totally take it. Yay. Okay, so that's it for the psychic phase, right? I think, yeah.
Yep.
That's it for psychic phase. As my heart now stops beating about a mile a minute. So we'll come back to you with the shooting phase. And here we go with the shooting phase. Started it. We've got the warp storm table. Rolling for that. We've got 6. So we'll come back to you with the choice that he makes. All right, so he's done. Rot, glorious rot. And we've rolled, and it hit these guys over here and these guys over here. So we'll go over here. So it's D6, right?
Yep.
Oh, 6. Strength 4, AP 3, ignores cover. So we've got 6 looking for 4s to wound. And 1, 2, 3 of them are dead. Oof, brutal. And then on to the biker guys over here. 1 a hit, wounding on a 5. 4 poison, sorry. Yeah, but nothing there. All right. So that's pretty good. But I think that's it for the shooting here because that's all the shooting that he's got there. So we'll come back to you with the assault phase. All right, assault phase. She is going to charge into my bikes. So I'm going to overwatch. Bolters can't do anything. So, but they can throw one unit. One can throw a crack grenade. So, yeah. So we're gonna make the crack grenade the black one. So the squad over here, they're gonna throw a crack grenade, and they've got the 2 multi-melters that are gonna be going in here. So hitting on 3s because it's full ballistic skill Overwatch. Okay, that's pretty good. So strength 6. Yeah, strength 6. So this is going to be glancing on a 5. These are in melter range. So we'll do those separately. Looking for 6, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 3s. So that's a pen and a pen. And then this is looking for a 5 to glance. No, nothing on that one. So we've got 2 pens, 2 5-ups. Makes 1, but loses 1. So it's going to be a wreck, but let's see if it explodes. Plus 3 because it's open topped. Yeah, it explodes. How far does it explode? 5 inches. So this might be bad for me. So we will see if she can take down some of the enemy with her as she goes down. In the explosion, she managed to take out one of the Marines over here. Wasn't even charging into him. He was just like, "Hey, what's going on?" As the napalm containers that she carried in her chariot go off for some reason. All right, let's see what else is going on. All right, so over here, they're going to charge first. I'm not going to Overwatch because I'm trying to hold out. So it's a 9-inch charge through cover here, but they have fleet. So 9. No! Oh, fleet! Oh, God! No! Just out! All right, so now she's going to charge. So Overwatch here. I've got the heavy flamer, D3 Wall of Death. 1, so strength 5, toughness 5, looking for a 4. No, nothing there. So then I've got the assault cannon. hitting on 3s because they're still part of it. All right, strength 6, looking for 3s to wound. 6s are rending. We got 2 rends and 1 wound, so we've got 2 invul saves, 2 5-ups.
Reroll, yep.
Reroll. Did she have the reroll, or was it the other? They both have it. Okay, so reroll. Oh, well done on that, and then 3-up armor save. Nah, they're good. Oh, brutal. And then the charge distance. Oh, she is really in. All right, so we'll come back to you with... oh, no, we've still got some more go. All right, the Daemonettes here are going to charge into the one guy that's left out of that squad there. He passed his leadership test. So, 2 shots from the rapid-firing bolter, hitting on 3s. We got 2 hits, wounding on 3s. We got 1 wound. 5-up invul. No, so 1 goes down. So then we'll figure out the charge distance here. All right, they've got a 4-inch charge. And they are in, so we'll move them in. And then they're going to charge into here, and they are in anyway, so we'll just move them in. And then we'll come back to you with the fight sub phase. All right, so we're gonna go over here first. Hammer of Wrath from her. So, glancing on a 6, no, nothing there. So we'll come back to you with her attacks. All right, so she is now going to attack into him. She's got 5 base plus 1 for the charge. So we got 6 attacks, hitting on 3s. Alrighty, pretty good there. And now looking for 6s to glance, because strength 6. We got 1 glance. Okay, so he's down 1 hull point. And then he'll get to attack back. So he's got 4 attacks, hitting on 4 attacks, hitting on 4s. Okay, we got 2 hits. Strength 10. Oh no, not strength 10. No, strength. Oh yes, strength 10 because of the close combat weapon there. So strength 10. Toughness 5, so wounding on 2s. That's 2 wounds. These will double her out, won't
Yep,
she?
they
Yeah, because
will.
she's toughness 5.
Yep,
so here we go. 5-up. No, with rerolls. Oh, that's right, with rerolls. No, and she is she's dead. So I'm down a hull point, and but she is dead. All right. All right, we realized that she had rending, so on that 6, it actually would have been a pen. So the result from the pen is plus 1, right? So a 4. Yeah, so, okay. All right, so moving over here, his Daemonettes are going to go first. So we've got 27 attacks coming in here, hitting on 3s. All right, we'll come back to you with the results of that. All right, strength 3, so looking for 5s to wound. 6s are rending. If there's any 6, he's dead. Yep. Wow, he is way dead. All right, wow, even if he was a full squad there, they'd have been dead. Killer! All right, so that they will consolidate. All right, so now they are going to attack into here. So we've got 12 attacks, hitting on 3s. Oh, wow, really, really good there. Just got 3 misses. No, 4 misses. All right, so now looking for 6s to pen because of rending. No, nothing there. So, yeah, that's rough. So that is the end of the demon's turn here on turn 3. We will come back to you after movement phase for the Dark Angels on turn 3. Movement phase for the Dark Angels here. He shot up there, passed his dangerous terrain test. They moved up this way. These guys moved over this way. And these guys all shot up over this way, and they stood still back where they are. So that's it for the movement phase for Dark Angels. We will come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, starting out the shooting phase, these guys are going to fire into the Daemonettes in the trees over there. So blacks are going to be the heavy bolter. Greens are going to be the 2 bolters that can reach there. So hitting on 3s. Oh, okay. Wounding on 2s and 3. Cocked. All right, we got 1 wound. 5 up. No. He said he believed, he just didn't believe hard enough, I guess. Okay. Stormbolter from there is going to fire into the Daemonettes over there, hitting on 3s. Okay, wounding on the 3. That's a wound. 5 up. No. All right, so he is going to fire into here with his heavy flamer first. We got, we could hit all but 1 there. So we've got 8 shots that are going to be coming in here. So, hit wounding on 2s, because it's a heavy flamer. Okay, so we've got 7 wounds, 7 5-ups. Hey, not bad. So 4 are dead. And now the assault cannon is going to fire into them, hitting on 3s. We got 4 hits, wounding on 2s. We got 3 wounds.
4 up cover saves.
3 4 up cover saves. We got one saved. All right. All right. So these guys are going to fire. Most of them are going to fire into these guys, but the cyclone missile launcher guy is going to split fire into these guys up here. So he's going to use the frag rounds to fire into there. So we're going to try to circle it on the middle guy there. So we'll do those ones first. So the first shot is going to go off 3 inches. I think that's, we'll see what this is. Yep, the first one misses. So the second shot is a direct hit. So that will hit all 3. So these are strength 4, wounding on 3s. So got 1 wound, 4 up. He's good. And then the Stormbolter is going to fire into them. Yeah. 2 hits, wounding on 3s. Got 2 wounds, 4 ups. No, they're dead. And now the rest of the Stormbolters are going to fire into them. So hitting on 3s. Alrighty. Wounding on 4s. 3 wounds, 5 ups, right?
Yep.
3 5 ups. No, so 1 is dead. All right, this squad here is going to fire into them, but I'm going to split fire the cyclone missile launcher guy into these guys over here. So we're going to do that one first. So the 2 crack missile shots hitting on 3s. Okay, I'm going to do the his Stormbolter into them. Okay, 1 hit, wounded on a 4. That's a wound. 5 up. No, so he takes 1 wound. And the rest of them are now going to fire into here. So we've got 8 Stormbolters, and then the Stormbolter from the Interrogator-Chaplain, who's going to be hitting on 2s. All right. All right, wounded on 3s. All right, so we've got 4 wounds. 3 dead. All right. All right, the land speeder is going to fire into the demonettes in the trees over there. So blacks are going to be the heavy bolter, greens are the storm bolter, hitting on greens are the assault cannon, blacks are heavy bolter, hitting on 3s. Okay. Wounding on 2s. We got 3 wounds, 3 5 ups, 2 dead. Now this squad here is going to fire into the lone demonette in the trees over there. Greens are the twin link bolters, blacks are the multi-melta, and the yellow is the chaplain's bolt pistol. Hitting on 3s. Twin linked on these. All right. Wounding on 3s and blacks are 2s. So that is all wounds. 6 7 wounds.
I got this.
There we go. 7 5 ups. No, she did. All right. All right, so that's it for shooting phase. The assault phase. These guys are going to charge into them. 4 inches, I think, is enough. We'll figure this out. No. All right, they don't actually make it because they're going to have to go through that fence over there. So even though there's a door, that doesn't count. So, so they're going to have, they failed that charge. Now these guys are going to charge into these guys. 8-inch charge, I think that should make it. So we will move them in, and then we'll come back to you with the fight sub phase. All right, so moving over here to the fight sub phase. His guys are going to go first because I'm at -1 weapon skill and -1 initiative. Or no, and also your initiative 5. I keep thinking that, but yeah. Anyway, so he's going to have 3 attacks each, right? Yep. So we got 6 attacks, hitting on 3s. Oh, not great. So we got 2 hits, strength 4, so wounding on 4s. 6s are rending. Okay, nothing there. We'll come back to you with my attacks. So moving over to, for my guys here, the blacks are going to be my sergeant with the power sword. Everyone else is going to have the power fist. We're just going to do it at the same time since they all go after his guys anyway. So these are going to be hitting on 4s. All right. Wow, not great. All right. Greens are going to be wounding on 2s. Blacks are going to be wounding on 4s. Okay, so that's just, they all get demon saves though, right? Yep. Yeah, so we've got 2 that will not instant kill and 3 that will. So let's do the 2 that won't. Nope, so that, oh, I guess that just, yeah. Do you want to kill one of them? Okay, and then 3 instant death ones? Yeah, you can put 2 on the other one. Yeah, 2 on the other one. So now they're both, one's down to 1, one's down to 2. I should have done the other way. And then 3 instant death ones. Oh, and he makes 1, so 1 is still alive. All right, so you lost combat by 3. No, yeah, no. Yes, so 3. Just take it on that one. So yeah, lost it by 3. So demonic instability. What's their leadership here.
I think it's 70.
All right. Coming up with the leadership.
Yep,
Leadership 7, so looking for 4.
Come on, double ones.
Oh, so they're good. Almost double ones, but not. So one guy is still alive, so we'll be locked in combat over there. Pretty good for him.
Max.
And that is it for the Dark Angel's turn here on turn 3. So we will come back to you after turn 4 for the demons. Movement phase for the demons here on turn 4. They shuffled over that way. These girls shuffled over this way. He is locked in combat, and she shuffled over that way. And that is it. So we will come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, for the Warp Storm tables roll here.
Come on, Slaanesh!
8. So we'll come back with his choice. All right, so he rolled and got the Dark Prince Thirst. So we rolled through all the units, and my land speeder here and my dreadnought there both got hit. So it's D6, strength 6 with rending, ignores cover. So D6, 5. Oh, gross. All right, so 5, strength 6 shots, looking for 4s to glance. And it is a wreck. All right, yeah, it's a wreck. And now on to him, D6. 1, strength 6 on side armor, so looking for a 6. No, nothing on him. All right. So yeah, that was still pretty good. I mean, you killed a land speeder with just because of shenanigans. That's what I'm gonna call them, warp shenanigans. All right, so we'll come back to you. That's it for shooting. He's got nothing else to can actually shoot. So we'll come back to you with the assault phase. All right, assault phase. They're going to assault into them. They are way in. So we'll move them in. All right, so they are going to charge into my Dreadnought. He is going to Overwatch here. So I've got D3 Wall of Death. 3, Strength 5, wounded on 2s. Cocked. All right, we got 3 wounds from that one. 2 are dead. And then we've got the Assault Cannon hitting on 3s. Wounding on 2s. Got 1. 5 up. No, so another one is dead. And then you want to do your charge distance there. 5 inches. We'll figure this one out. All right, so he's actually going to fleet this because it wouldn't have made it. 9 inches will get him in. So we will move them in, and then we'll come back to you with a fight sub phase. All right, so because they charged through terrain over here, my Dreadnought is going to go first. So I've got 4 base attacks, hitting on 4s. We got 3 hits, wounding on 2s. We got 2 wounds, 2 5-ups. No, so 2 are dead. We'll come back to you with their attacks. All right, so now the Demonettes will be going in here. We've got 3 attacks each on the charge, so we got 9 attacks hitting on 3s. Ooh, not great. All right, man. I swear I didn't roll that. That was definitely not my roll there. I may have gotten too close to the dice, but I didn't actually roll them. All right, so we got 2 hits. Looking for 6s to possibly do anything.
4 6s in a
Here we go. 6s. No, nothing there. Okay, so you lost combat by 2. 5, 6, 7. No, so they're 2 are dead. But there's still 1 in there, locked in combat. All right.
Wait, Wes, yeah.
All right, so moving over to this combat over here. We're going to have his... Who do you want to go first with?
The Fiend.
We're going to do the Fiend first, so 3 attacks. Hitting on 3s. Got 3 hits. Strength 4, wounding on 4s. 6s are rending. We got 1 rend, so we got a 5-up invul save. Oh, I saw the 6, but no. So he is dead. And now the Demonettes are going to be going in, each with 3 attacks base. So there's 6 of them in there. They are going to have 18 attacks coming in here, hitting on 3s. All right, we'll come back to you with the results. All right, now wounding on 5, 6s are rending. We got 1 rend and 1 regular armor save. I'll do the regular armor save first. 2 up. Whoa, knocking everything over, so he's good. And then the 5-up invul save. He's good with a fill phase. Woo! All right, so I've got 2 guys that are going to go into his Fiend over here. These are going to be hitting on 4s. We got 3 hits, wounding on 2s. We got 2 wounds, 2 5-ups. No, so he is going to be dead. And then I've got, but there's 2 different units, so then I've got the other 2 that are going to go in there. I've got 2 attacks from my sergeant, who's going to have AP 3 power sword, which are going to be the black ones, and the greens are going to be the power fists. So these are going to be wounding on, hitting, still got to hit. Hitting on 4s. Okay. Wounding on strength 4, so wounding on 3s. That's a wound. 5 up. No, so one of them is dead. All right, so they lost combat by 2 in this one. So leadership 7 looking for 5s. They're good, so they will be locked in. And that is it for the demon's turn here on turn 4. So we'll come back to you after movement phase for Dark Angels on turn 4. Movement phase for the Dark Angels here. These guys are shooting up this way. He's jumped over there onto the objective. And then these guys move 6 inches over this way, and they are locked in combat. So that is it for the movement phase for Dark Angels here on turn 4. We will come back to you with the shooting phase. Now this squad here is going to fire into the lone demonette up there. So the greens are going to be the regular storm bolters from my guys. Black's going to be the storm bolters from the Interrogator-Chaplain, and yellow are going to be the crack missiles. So, because the last 2 guys there aren't in range. So hitting on 3s and 2s. Alrighty. Wounding on the yellow is going to wound on 2. Everything else is wounding on 3s. All right, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 wounds here. These are 4 up cover saves. No, she didn't. All right. All right, so assault phase. These guys are going to assault into here. And they are in. Barely, but in. All right, so we will move them in and we'll come back to you. All right, so the 2 hammer rats coming in here to start out the fight sub phase. Wounding on 3s. Okay, adds up to a 3, which doesn't mean nothing. All right, we'll come back to you with the demonette's attacks. All right, so the demonette's going to attack into the bikes over here. So she's got 2 attacks hitting on 3s. Ooh, nothing there. All right, we'll come back to you with the other attacks. All right, we're going to go with the dreadnought's attacks in here. He's got 4 attacks hitting on 4s. We got 4 hits. Wounding on 2s. That's 4 wounds. So 4, 5 up invul saves. No, she did. All right, so I'll consolidate them, and then we'll come back to you with the next fight. All right, and then moving over to here, the demonettes will go first. We've got 5 attacks, hitting on 10 attacks, sorry, hitting on 3s. 5 of them left, so we'll come back to you with the results. All right, now wounding on 5, 6s are rending. We got 2 rends and 1 regular wound. I'll do the regular wound first, 2 up. No, he's good on that one. So then we got 2 rends, 2 5 ups. No, don't make either of those. All right, so we'll come back to you with the with my attacks. All right, so now moving over here to my guys. I've got 2 attacks at base each, hitting on 4s. All right, we got 3 hits, wounding on 2s. We got 3 wounds, 3 fill faces, and now 3 5 ups. Oh, and he makes 1, so loses 2. So that means that is a tie combat. All right, so we will come back to you. I guess there's no need for movement phase. We'll just come back to you with the fight sub phase for demons on turn 5. All right, I forgot that we can still do the warp storm table. So let's see what happens. 6, 7, 8. So we'll come back to you with the results. So we got the Dark Prince Thirst again. So we're gonna go over here. D6. 2 strength 6. So wounding on 2s. 1 wound, but not rending. So 3 up armor save. Oh no, 1 did. Okay. And then these guys also got hit. D6. 4. Strength 6. 5 is the majority there. So wounding on 3s. So we got 2 wounds. Neither of them are rending. 3 ups. Made 1. So yeah, they're good to go. All right. So that is it for the shooting phase. We will come back to you with the fight sub phase. All right, moving on to the fight sub phase. He's got 6 attacks coming in here. Hitting on 3s. All right, pretty good. Wounding on 5s. 6s are rending. We got 1 rend, and that's it. 5 up invul save. No, so 1 goes down. All right, so I've got 2 attacks coming back, hitting on 4s. Got 1 hit, wounding on a 2. That's a wound, 5 up. Oh, and he's good. So I lost combat, but I am stubborn and I am fearless. I've got Deathwing, I'm fearless. So we are locked in combat over there. So we'll come back to you after a movement phase for the Dark Angels on turn 5. All right, the only movement that matters are these guys moving over this way. Everyone else stood still because who cares about them. So moving on to the assault phase. These guys are going to assault into there. And they are in, so we'll come back to you with the fight sub phase. All right, so moving on here, his Demonettes are going to go first. One's going to go into this squad. The other two are going to go into that squad. So we're going to do the one into the one guy, hitting on 3s, wounding on a 5. 6s are ending. That's nothing there. And then the other two guys are going to attack into the other squad, hitting on 3s. All right. Wow, all hits. Wounding on 5. 6s are rending. We got 1 wound and 1 rend. So we'll do the 1 wound, 2 up armor. He's good. 5 up invul save. No, and he goes down. One guy goes down. So we'll come back to you with my attacks. All right, so my Interrogator-Chaplain's going to go next. He's got 4 attacks, 3 base, plus 1 for the charge. Hitting on 4s. All right, all hits. Wounding on 2s. We got 3 wounds. 5 up invul. Reroll that one, it's cocked. So 2 go down, there's 1 left. All right, and the 4 guys from the left squad, because they've got Zealot, are going to be attacking in, hitting on 4s. Rerolling. All right, wounding on 2s. Get over here. Wounding on 2s. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 8 wounds, 8 5-ups. Can you make all 8 5-ups?
One at a time.
All 8? No, there's 2. There's only 1 guy left. All 8. No, he did. All right. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is a Dark Angel victory with a tabling of the demons. Yeah, that game was super fun and super ridiculous. Neither of us apparently likes to roll well. We just like to roll a whole bunch of 1s because it's hilarious. That's right, we're just entertainers, internet-tainers, if you will. So, hope you guys all enjoyed it. I had a blast. That was a lot of fun. Both of us playing off of our shenanigans with my full ballistic skill Overwatch and his minusing my initiatives and weapon skills back and forth, and him holding objectives even if he's not there with the corruption. It was, yeah, it was a pretty crazy battle, but it was a lot of fun. Really brutal. We were just, man, really hammered into each other really bad. So, I hope you guys all enjoyed it. I certainly did. I have been Phil, the Glacial Geek, as always. My opponent's been Wesley, and until next time, have fun.